Let's be honest. The suit is gone. You retired it. You folded it. You hung it in the back of the closet. And good, because if you're not walking into an office every day, you shouldn't look like you are. But here's the problem. Most men don't replace the suit. They abandon structure completely. One comment said, "I couldn't care less about suits. I'm retired. I don't live in the city. Help us." Fair. You don't need tailoring. You need relevance. But somewhere between tailored suits and sweatpants, we lost the plot. You start dressing for comfort, then you start dressing for convenience, then you stop dressing at all. Old gym shoes, graphic tees from 2011, jeans that have surrendered. And slowly, you stop looking like the man who built a life. You start looking like you're waiting. Retirement doesn't mean retreat. It means transition. You're not in a boardroom in Chicago. You're in your workshop, on your land, at the lake, on the road. So why are you dressing like either a Wall Street executive or a college sophomore? There's another path. It's called rugged casual. Heavy denim, structured flannels, boots that age with you, jackets that feel earned. Look at Kevin Costner in Yellowstone. He doesn't look fashionable. He looks immovable. Look at Harrison Ford when he's not acting. He looks like he owns tools. That's the goal. Not polished, not sloppy. Grounded. Today we're packing away the ties. We're building a wardrobe that works in real life, for real men, with real miles behind them. This is not about dressing young. It's about dressing solid. Welcome to the Anti-Suit Guide. Here's the first mistake retired men make. They remove the blazer and replace it with comfort. Not smart comfort, lazy comfort. The fleece zip-up, the shiny puffer, the golf windbreaker that looks like it came free with a membership. And suddenly, the man who once commanded a room looks like he's waiting for tea time. That's not evolution, that's erosion. If the blazer was the uniform of the boardroom, the field jacket is the uniform of action. You need structure, but you need it in a form that makes sense for your life now. That means the Heritage M65 military style, or a waxed cotton jacket from a brand like Barber. The kind worn in the countryside, the kind associated with men who own land, not rent offices. Look at Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. Look at Sylvester Stallone in First Blood. Remove the chaos, keep the toughness. That's your blueprint. Why is this superior to a blazer now? Because your environment changed. You're not negotiating contracts. You're driving, walking, building, inspecting, living. A blazer in a hardware store looks theatrical. A field jacket looks appropriate. And appropriateness is power. Now let's talk mechanics. As we age, shoulders round, midsections expand. Soft fleece clings to that. It highlights it. But structured canvas, it rebuilds your outline. It gives you shoulders again. It creates a straight line from chest to hip. And then there's the four-pocket design. 2 chest, 2 hip. Those pockets break up your torso visually. They divide the stomach area. They add geometry. Instead of round, you get structured. Most versions also include an internal drawstring waist. Cinch it slightly, and you create a taper. Instant V-shape. No crunches required. And then there's aging. A suit deteriorates. A field jacket matures. Scuffs become texture. Fading becomes depth. Rain becomes story. A shiny polyester jacket fights your age. A worn canvas jacket works with it. Layer it over a heavyweight Henley, a denim shirt, a thick sweater, boots on your feet. You look grounded, capable, ready. You didn't downgrade from a blazer. You upgraded your uniform. This is not corporate confidence. This is earned presence. Item number 2. Rugged shirts. Texture over thread count. Let's clear something up. If you've spent 30 years in crisp white dress shirts, you've earned the right to retire them. They wrinkle too easily, they stain too easily, they cling too easily. And worst of all, they're built for offices. You're not in an office. so stop wearing office fabric. The new rule is simple. Heft. When you pick up the shirt, it should feel substantial. If it feels light and airy, put it back. Thin fabric hugs your midsection. It highlights love handles. It outlines your posture. Heavy fabric hangs. It drops straight. It builds a clean silhouette. It disguises softness. That's structure without tailoring. Now here's the formula. The holy trinity of rugged shirts. Number 1. Thick flannel. Not bargain bin flannel, not pajama flannel, real brushed cotton. Dense, heavy, durable. And choose plaid. Plaid is camouflage. Solid colors reveal. Plaid conceals. Buffalo check, red and black, bold and masculine. Black watch, navy and green, classic and refined. Patterns break up your torso visually. They distract the eye. They create dimension. Number 2, the denim or western shirt. Snap buttons, structured yoke across the shoulders. That back panel isn't decoration. It widens your frame. It makes you look stronger from behind. And strength from behind matters, because presence isn't just frontal. Number 3, heavy chambray. Think of it as your dress shirt's tougher cousin. Blue, subtle texture, more grit. It layers beautifully. It stands alone confidently. Now the rule most men ignore. Length. Yes, you can wear these untucked, but only if they're cut properly. The hem should hit around mid-zipper, straight across or slightly curved. If it covers your entire zipper and seat, that's a dress shirt. Tuck it. Rugged shirts are built to hang correctly. And finally, stop obsessing over wrinkles. You are not under fluorescent lights anymore. Wrinkles in flannel look natural. Wrinkles in chambray look authentic. Wrinkles in a white dress shirt look negligent. Different garments, different standards. You're not dressing for precision. You're dressing for presence. Texture over thread count. Heft over polish. This is how a man dresses when he's done performing and ready to live. Item number 3. Pants that aren't jeans or slacks. Let's fix something immediately. Most retired men think in 2 categories: dress trousers or jeans. That's it. And when they're not wearing those, they reach for sweatpants. No, we're not doing that. Jeans are fine, but not every day. Variety is maturity, and maturity demands better options. Solution 1. Corduroy. Underrated, underused, understood. Corduroy brings texture to your outfit. Those vertical ridges, called wales, create shadow and depth. They break up the surface of your legs. They elongate the silhouette. And texture below the waist matters, because most men focus only on shirts and jackets. Choose serious colors: chocolate brown, forest green, deep tobacco. These shades feel intentional, grounded. Pro tip: mid-wale corduroy only. Too thin? You look dated. Too thick? You look cartoonish. Mid-wale hits the sweet spot. Subtle texture, modern masculinity. Solution 2. 5-pocket canvas pants. Cut exactly like jeans. 5 pockets, same structure, but made from heavy canvas or duck cloth. This is your bridge. You get the durability of denim without looking like you're wearing denim. And that opens up color. Here's the rule. Earth tones only. Olive green, cognac, tobacco, thick khaki. Not pale office khaki, thick canvas khaki. Thin khaki looks corporate, like you're headed to a sales meeting. Heavy khaki looks capable, like you're headed somewhere that matters. Now one non-negotiable: no pleats. Pleats add volume. Volume adds width. Width adds years. Flat front only. Clean, straight, controlled. This is how you evolve past jeans without falling into slacks. You're not dressing up, you're dressing intentionally. And intention always looks better than habit. Item 4. The action layer. Freedom of movement. Your old blazer had one priority: appearance. It did not care if you could lift your arms. It did not care if you felt restricted. It cared about optics. That era is finished. Now your clothing must prioritize mobility, because you are not sitting behind a desk anymore. You are doing. And when you're doing, restriction is unacceptable. Enter the action layer, the quilted vest. Go anywhere near ranch country, you'll see it everywhere. Diamond quilted, matte finish, neutral tones. Navy, olive, brown. There's a reason it's popular. It works. As men age, temperature control becomes inconsistent. Cold in the morning, warm by noon, chilled again at sunset. A full jacket overheats you. You take it off, you get cold again. A vest solves the problem. Core warmth, arm freedom. You can rake leaves, drive long distances, work in the shop, carry tools, without pulling at the shoulders, without bunching at the armpits. Avoid shiny puffer vests. They look synthetic. They reflect too much light. They feel temporary. Choose matte fabric. Choose subtle texture. Choose brass or muted hardware. It should feel durable. Layer it under your field jacket when needed. Now, the base upgrade. Too warm for flannel? Do not wear a plain crewneck tee. A plain tee under layers looks like underwear. Instead, wear a Henley. 2 to 4 buttons at the collar. Those buttons create a vertical focal point. They lengthen your neckline. They add structure to your chest. Historically worn by workers, by rowers, by men who needed range of motion. A waffle knit Henley adds texture. It thickens the torso visually. It hides softness. Pair a plaid flannel with a quilted vest and you tighten the silhouette instantly. The vest compresses slightly at the waist. The flannel adds structure at the shoulders. You look composed. You look right. You look active. This is not about fashion. It's about readiness. Mobility over formality. Freedom over restriction. Landowner energy. Item number 5, footwear for the real world. Shoes matter more now than ever. Because you're not walking on polished tile anymore, you're walking on gravel, wet grass, uneven pavement. Dress shoes? Finished. They slip, they scratch, they serve no purpose outside controlled environments. But here's the mistake. Men ditch dress shoes and replace them with chunky white sneakers. Bulky foam soles, over-designed panels, bright rubber. They look confused. You want capable, not orthopedic. Option 1. The Chukka boot. Simple, ankle height, 2 or 3 eyelets. Originally worn by British officers in North Africa during WW2. Light, balanced, supportive. Choose dark brown suede or beeswax leather. Why? Because those finishes hide wear. They age naturally. They don't scream for attention. Pair them with corduroy, canvas pants, flannel shirts. They're relaxed but refined enough for dinner. Option 2. The service boot. Inspired by 1940s American workwear. Built for durability. Look for Goodyear welt construction. That means the sole is stitched on, replaceable, built to last years, not seasons. Round toe only. No square toes, no oversized clunkers. Rubber lug sole, Vibram-style tread or crepe. Traction is critical. At 50 plus, stability isn't a luxury, it's common sense. And here's the truth. White sneakers look worse every time they get dirty. Service boots look better. Scuffs add depth, creases add authenticity. They age like leather furniture, better with time. Now let's talk socks. Thin dress socks are useless. They slide, they tear, they offer no cushioning. Buy thick merino wool socks. They regulate temperature, they absorb moisture, they add comfort and support. Shoes should anchor you, not distract from you. You don't need trendy. You need grounded. Stand firm, walk steady, look intentional. Let's make something clear. Retirement is not surrender. It is freedom. For 40 years, you dressed for expectation. For clients, for bosses, for meetings, for optics. You wore the navy suit, the polished shoes, the pressed shirt. You wore it well. But it was still a uniform designed for someone else's system. Now the system is changed. You answer to yourself, and that means your clothing should reflect that shift. Put the suit in the back of the closet. Don't burn it. Don't resent it. It's served its purpose. Keep it for weddings. Keep it for funerals. Keep it for moments that demand ceremony. But don't let it define your daily life anymore. Your daily life now looks different. Working in the shop, walking the dog, inspecting the yard, coffee on the porch. So dress for that. Tomorrow morning, put on the flannel, zip the field jacket, step into real boots. Not sneakers, not loafers. Boots. Stand up straight. Look in the mirror. You won't see a man who quit. You'll see a man who transitioned. A man who no longer dresses to impress a boardroom, but to move through his own terrain. Freedom doesn't mean sloppy. Freedom doesn't mean sweatpants. Freedom means intentional. Intentional layers, intentional textures, intentional presence. You are not fading. You are refining. Retirement is not the end of authority. It is authority without permission. Enjoy it. Stay strong, stay capable, stay rugged.